Hi, I'm Rob Gregorio, Director at BDO in the Business Services Division. Today we had the pleasure of talking to Simon Cosentino, co-owner of the Via Porta Hospitality Group. We covered their origin story and how they started in one cafe in Board and how we helped scale that business to a 3 or 4 cafe site. We spoke about the importance of BDO as a trusted advisor and using us as a soundboard. We covered cash flow and we understand cash is king, so that was a main focus of our meetings and our management reporting outcomes. And we've worked quite close in the last year or so in terms of meeting monthly, looking at forecasts, managed reporting. What insights have you learned from those services, and what has that taught you about yourselves and the actual business itself?
I think it's like anything. Knowledge is power. The more we understand and the better educated we are about our business, the better decisions we can make.
Yep.
And it's all about looking for long-term success and really setting the foundations up to continue to flourish.
Yep.
First and foremost, it gives us an opportunity to disconnect from the day-to-day operations and really use BDO's expertise and you specifically, Rob, and understand the numbers more.
And for a hospitality business like yourself, what are a couple of the pain points that has been exposed during these monthly meetings or the management reporting that we work closely on?
I think definitely, like, cash flow is a challenge. Obviously, an integrated wholesale retail business, you're receiving cash at different points in time. You're really trying to manage that. It's been a challenge, and then in hospitality, the investment in setting up a business is substantial. The margins are quite slender, and it's obviously trying to get in a position where you're paying down that initial investment to then see a profitable return.
Yeah, I think it's quite critical just having someone step outside the business, because it's pretty common where you're all working within the business and you're in the weeds, so to speak.
Yeah.
So having someone step outside and offer a third party view, I think, is probably invaluable.
Yeah, definitely. Sometimes you feel like you're being dragged into the day-to-day challenges, and you do lose sight of the big picture, and that's where BDO comes in perfectly for us.